And it's because they know that John and Kelly are for them, but not only that, but they're with them, which leads us to one of. Now, friends, this is the most difficult, challenging part for all of us. This is where we are not there. Most of us as a church, some churches are just trying to transform and get their image right going. We are for people. Some people are starting doing great days of service, and those are all great things. We will not become an innumerable movement of people, more and better disciples, until we make this move to be one of. And this one of idea plays itself out in a whole myriad of very, very challenging ways. It means that you're actually one of the people. Okay, so we're talking about diversity here, right? A lot this week. One of the reasons that our churches are so lily white and this convention is so lily white is because where are our churches? We're in the lily white suburbs of the United States of America. We are. We're not one of people of diversity. And we're not going to become diverse. Yeah, I don't buy that it's just as easy as let's get somebody of color up on our platform. I think you got to do that, and I'm all for that. I don't think that buys it. I think you have to become one of all kinds of diversity. And that's going to lead you down some paths, because some of you, that's going to mean you're going to have to move into another neighborhood. That means you're going to have to move into a city to be with people who aren't like you. Friends, listen to this. My wife and I, Julie, we put our house on the market yesterday morning so that we can move into the city of Canton. Because Canton, Forbes magazine says, is one of the fastest dying cities in America and one of the most miserable places in the city in America to live. Yippee-ki-yay. You know why we're moving there? Because God called us there to become one of the people of the city, because He loves the people of the city. Some of you to be with people who are different from you. You need to become big brothers or big sisters and bring children into your homes. That'll get you out of your comfort zone. But you know what? Unless you do it as church leaders, because a lot of you are church leaders. Raise your hand if you're a church leader. Yeah. If you don't do it, your people that are following you won't do it either. And what if some of you became foster parents and started caring for children at risk? I mean this. I'm not just blowing smoke up here. I'm saying do it. You know, there are 14,000 children in the foster care system in the state of Ohio alone today. 14,000 in the state of Ohio. Here, you know what the solution is? It's the government passing legislation to take care of those children. No, that's garbage. The solution is correct. Christology, Missology, ecclesiology. The solution is that Jesus lived out through His followers as exercised through the local church as the hope of the world. Therefore, if only one family from every church in the state of Ohio would adopt one of those children in foster care, there would be no more foster care system needed. Do you know what the percentage of the people in the prison system is in the United States today? 80% of the people in prison today in the United States of America have come through our foster care system. You want to change this country and ultimately the world? Let's become foster parents and adopt these kids, and then they don't go to prison. It's not the government. It's you and me. I am begging you to get serious about this stuff of following Jesus. Adopt. Become one of. You get this? Because when we move forward with one of, then Jesus is shared in us. Now, my family has agreed so graciously to come up on the platform with me. I'm wrapping up here. But I want you to meet my family, because I don't want you, I, as a leader, will never ask you to go somewhere where I am not willing to go first. Fair enough? So this is my beautiful wife, Julie, my lovely sunshine, Tabitha, and my amazing son, Elijah John. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah. Here's the deal in the Nettle household. See, you follow this down this logical path. Hang with me, Elijah. When you're for with one of, in the Nettle household, when you become one of people, there are no longer those people. So in the Nettle household, you know what happens when I have a black son in my family? There's no those black people. It's me. I'm one of. You know what happens for my son Elijah growing up? He's going to grow up and he's not going to go, oh yeah, it's those white people. No, it's we're one, we're family. That's all I see. Period. Yeah, so, well, no. So, when you're part of poor people, when you're ministering to poor people, for with them, one of them, there's not those poor people, there's not those homeless people, it's us. You can't tell stories about those people. It's us, those rich people, right? Those rich people. If that's you, and we're all hoping we're called to that, it's not those rich people anymore, it's us. You know what else? When you start loving homosexuals, you're for with and one of them, it's not those homosexuals. It's just people struggling who need the grace of God just like us. And the DNA of Jesus passes from us into their lives, and their lives are changed forever, and the community. And so I love the church.
You love that church, Dad?
Yes.
Is that your microphone?
Yeah. And so, the church will grow in an innumerable way. But it has to follow correct Christology, which determines our missiology, which determines our ecclesiology. For with one of the DNA, friends, it's where we have to go. And the church will once again grow in an innumerable way.